Hey, how you doing? Welcome back. I'm up here in the Wild West at my sister's place, and she's going to put me up for a few weeks while I look for a new house up here. She needs this RV gate built. It's a 16-foot span, so it'll be two 8-foot gates. Now, the stipulations that she had were absolutely no concrete while placing the posts and no screws to hold the gates together. Now, I didn't video me placing these posts in the ground because I know some of you are sitting there shaking your heads going, you can't put gate posts in without concrete. These are 8-foot pressure-treated 6x6s. They're down 4 feet and compacted so well that, you really wouldn't know that there isn't concrete down there. There's also a ton of 3/4 inch crush underneath the posts and around the posts about 2 feet up just to hold it. You can see the black stuff at the bottom there. I used a foundation treatment on the underside of these posts just to get a few more years of life out of them. You can write down in the comments whether you think that's a bad idea or not. Now, I didn't bring any tools with me, and I'm just kind of relying on whatever's laying around the homestead here. Tape measure would just be crazy at this point. Now, I hope I'm not offending any professional carpenters. This is technically called a drywall rasp. I just like the finish it leaves. Also, I'm not trying to get a glassy finish. You won't see any sandpaper in this process. I want some roughness there so the glue has something to stick to. And action. I've cut the diagonals and they're just sitting there. Now I've placed the 1x6s on top. I've traced the lines to cut the grooves for the 1x6. So I'm going to do that next. Okay, I received a phone call from a realtor. She's made herself available, or she's able to show me 2 places that I have kind of shortlisted an hour and a half away from my sister's place. So I'm going to head up there and take a look at them. All right, I took a look at the first place and it wasn't really even worth putting on video. But the second place here, the house isn't bad. I really like this shop, and there's a second shop in behind that shop. So I think I'll put an offer in and See what happens. Okay, on to the second side. All right, one of the requirements or demands, if you will, of the homeowner was that I do not use screws to screw this gate together, which is fine. I did use one screw in each point to hold it together while the glue was drying. But what I'm using here is 1.5 inch spiral framing nails, and 1.5 inch, if you go straight on the 1.5 inch nails, they do poke out. You have to put them in on just a bit of an angle, which in my eyes helps hold the thing together a little better. So, yeah, no screws. All right. So for these 45s, I'm using an 8-inch universal screw, just one, just like that. And I'm using a really long skinny bit to make a pilot hole so that it goes exactly where I want it to go. And because we're dealing with 1.5 inch here, I really don't want it to split. Because this bit is so long and flimsy, and we are dealing with 1.5 inch here, there is a potential for it to want to walk left or right and then punch out the sides. I just go very, very slowly, very carefully, take my time, and I got lucky. All 8 times. Okay, because I wasn't as careful as I should have been with the glue, my punishment is to clean up all the glue. Now, I really thought that this soil was going to be nice sandy clay soil, just like where the posts were, and I thought it was going to be a breeze to punch this hole in, but that was not the case. I only needed to go down a foot, but there was a foot of 3/4 inch crush right where I wanted to put this hole. So, all right, and there we go. This was the look I was envisioning, where it's flat, not much to look at on the inside, and then it pops on the outside. All the action's on the outside. Now, I know this thing's not perfect. I didn't have a laser. I used a 4-foot level for everything, and time will tell. We'll see how it holds together. It shouldn't take too much abuse. I think this gate only gets open once a week or a couple times a month. So that's it for me. I'm out of here. I want to thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.